Hey, ball.
Play ball. What's up?
Good evening.
Special edition of Nosebleeds Report. Got a big game tonight. National championship. Kansas against North Carolina.
Let's go.
Before we get into that, though, there's one other thing I'd like to talk about. Besides, this is a nonprofit, and we're here supporting youth sports. So if you're watching, go ahead and click on the link down below in the description and post a few bucks. Speaking of that, George, have we found out what team we're sponsoring?
No, I'll get in touch with the Murfreesboro Little League and ask them where the sponsorship money went to.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to find out. So before we get into the big subject of the national championship game tonight, there's another big event coming, brewing, a couple days away. Just look familiar, George?
Man, that's cool.
Beautiful sight. I saw this commercial the other day, didn't I? On TV.
I saw it on TikTok, so
maybe that's where I saw it.
and I downloaded it. I was like, "Oh, we gotta play this."
Yeah, I think that's where I saw it too.
Yeah, they my wife's my father-in-law was a golf course superintendent for 30 years. And he told me that I think they went to a seminar or something, or he ran into some people that knew the ins about how they prepare the course for the Masters tournament. And if it's too warm for the azaleas to be blooming at that time, they'll actually put ice packs on it to trick it into being in season, if you will.
Wow.
And so, like, there's a lot of detail that goes into making sure that the course looks fantastic. Not only the fairway and the greens, but also the azaleas in the background are just
the background stuff
flawless.
Yeah, so the big story about this tournament is Tiger Woods is back.
Your boy, Tiger.
Did he make that official, or is it?
He did.
He's on the roster card, or on. If you go to the Masters website, they got a picture and everything. It's official.
I think people would go nuts if he made a run.
I mean, that's what he's built to do, is make a run in these big tournaments. And
this is his first time back since his car accident, correct?
Shoot,
I don't know.
This is like his first time back from something like for the 50th time. So, but yes, this is his first time back in a while. I'm not sure. I thought it was an injury. I thought he got hurt.
Was it like a bad car accident? Had a bunch of
it was a bad car accident. And when the news came out, it was like everybody assumed his career was over.
Yeah, it was like bad.
But I think he played in a tournament with his son. It was like
yeah.
I got a little bit annoyed by that because they gave all the attention to Tiger and his son when John Daly and his son's the one that, like, they won the tournament, but they didn't give him any kind of press. Tournament. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. His son's a little bit older, but Tiger's son looks good. But yeah, they both. I mean, John Daly and his son ran the table too. I'm pretty sure it wasn't even close.
Yeah, I think it's funny when John Daly wins because I'm pretty sure the PGA hates it.
Oh, they have to hate it.
Well, it's the exact opposite of what they want.
I wondered about the whole Tiger thing because, like, if he was kind of like holding out and decided not to enter the tournament, that meant somebody was probably sort of like sitting on the bench, if you will, to replace him. Yeah. And the story about John Daly winning the PGA Championship way back in the 90s was exactly that. Somebody couldn't make it, and so the backup was asked to fill in. That guy couldn't make it, and I guess the story goes like, well, what about that kid from Arkansas? And he takes a way to get to the tournament, goes in there and wins the whole thing as like a reserve, like he was a backup reserve. It was crazy story.
Yeah, he was ahead of his time too, man. John Daly used to bomb it for back in the day.
Yeah.
Now it's an average drive, but back then it's a big hit. So who's your money on then? You going Tiger Woods for the Masters?
No.
What? Come on.
Yeah,
There's got to be some. some big odds on draft.
Golf is so hard to predict, man. You can't.
Yeah, it's too hard. You
Boy.
can't predict it before day one, man. There's a good chance he doesn't even make the cut, or
you have to have an in. You have to have somebody that's around it every single day that can tell you, hey, like I watched him swing yesterday and it did not look good, you know. But then again, you can come out tomorrow and hit a whole different game. So hard to bet on, but
yeah. Well,
I wouldn't mind seeing Bubba Watson win it again. I enjoy watching him because he's left-handed.
Speaking of left-handed, man, what's going on with Phil Mickelson?
What? Phil's not playing?
No, he removed himself from the game because of some remarks he made about the Saudi Arabian League or something. I have no idea what's going on with him, but.
Well, I hope it's not another cancel culture situation.
Right. But so got a big golf tournament this weekend. Thursday, the MLB's back. I'm looking forward to following the Atlanta Braves, Detroit Tigers.
They'll be fun. New York Yankees.
I got my tickets for going to see the Cubbies for the first time ever.
It's gonna be awesome, man.
Looking forward to that. Pittsburgh will be in Chicago when I'm there, so we're gonna. Me and my shipmates, a guy I was in the Navy with. He was actually my best man at my wedding. He's retiring from the Chicago Police Department next month, so me and all the guys are going up for the retirement ceremony. And I looked on the schedule to see if the Cubbies were in town, and sure enough, they are. So we bought some tickets, man.
Who are they playing? The Pirates?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. It's one of the most storied fields in the game, man. I can't wait to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you got to get there early.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
Like take a lap. That's one routine that I try to do every time I go to a stadium is just take a lap around that.
Yes.
And just see what it has to offer. That's when you find the good food and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I do in Detroit. Every single time I go back home to Detroit to a game, I always walk the whole lap around.
Yeah.
I love baseball. I love baseball stadiums, man. They're so
baseball
cool.
Stadiums are the best, man.
Just make sure you order extra ketchup for your hot dogs in Chicago.
Yeah, I already told Paulie, man. Like I'm bringing my own bottle of ketchup, man. I'm carrying it everywhere I go.
I do that with hot sauce. I have a bottle of hot sauce in every single one of our work trucks.
Yeah, so got that going on.
Yeah.
Friday, the Tigers start Friday. I wanted to watch the game in my backyard, but it looks like the top temp is going to be 51 degrees on Friday, so I'll be going to the bar.
So where are you going?
Probably going to go to Jonathan's.
Friday, and what time's the game?
Noon.
Oh, well, I was going to say I'll meet you there, but I'm going to be at work.
Yeah.
I'll drink a beer at work for you. How about that?
Just so happens I'm off this week, but every opening day I try to either take the day off or I slip out of work at lunchtime. And I always got to watch the Tigers on opening day.
Yeah, man. Tradition.
Miguel Cabrera made a iconic home run last year during opening day.
Did you get that video yet?
Pardon?
You got to get that video. We should play that every episode.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. That's
I'll
awesome.
I'll look for you.
But yeah, I mean, who do you guys play on the Friday?
We play the White Sox are in town.
Ooh, that's a tough start, man. That is a tough start. But
I think the Mets will be pretty good this year, especially with that pitching staff they got.
I mean, yeah, they've got everybody you could possibly. They don't even know who they're throwing on opening day either. Well, DeGrom is down. Scherzer is down. So they got to work through some injuries first.
I can't wait to see Ronald Acuna back from his injury that he had last year.
He's a beast. I want to see these Guardians new jerseys.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Always like a new jersey.
That's who our Little League Angels play. First game of the season, we play the Guardians.
The Guardians, huh?
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, John Boy, he's
Pretty
awesome.
cold in Detroit to start the season. Shane Bieber blowing in his hands, blowing in both hands, blowing in his hands. Shane Bieber going to be blowing in his hands again. Cy Young winner on the mound. MVP, Triple Crown winner. Miggy Cab steps into the box, acknowledges his hardware brethren, steps into the plate, didn't blow on his hands once. Not cold. Doesn't need a blanket over his face like that fan. Not chilly in the slightest. Miguel Cabrera, hey now.
Oh, a little chin music.
Bieber like, oh, you're not cold, huh? Check this out. Look how the snow starts picking up. That's a nasty pitch from Bieber. So now it's a 1-1 count, and the snow really starts picking up. The wind is swirling. Miggy Cabs takes that outside fastball to right field. Naylor, used to playing in San Diego. That hits the railing over his glove. Miguel Cabrera doesn't know. Did it hit the wall? Did it hit the railing? I'll just slide into second. Getting the blood flowing will be good for me. It's a home run. Okay, cool. I'll just jog it out. Miguel Cabrera knew that the best way for him to stay warm was to pop one over the fence and take a little jog and then get his handshakes in, have some fun. And that was the quickest path to warmth for him. So it worked out. Snow games are insane. Hey, I got this ball. You want it? No, I'm good. Just throw it back. I already got this bat. I don't really need that ball. I see a lot of home runs out there. This guy's like, you were running. I would have just sent you. Oh, majestic slow-mo in the blizzard. Gotta love it. You guys know I usually like playing first person up in the crowd. Like who's going to stand up first and recognize that this ball is a home run? Too cold. No one gives it down. No one moves in the fans. No one stood up the entire time. Hey, if you like baseball, you got to check out our baseball.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
That's a good moment.
Yeah,
good moment for baseball.
When I lived in Michigan, I used to go to opening day a lot, man, and it is cold.
Awesome. I bet, man.
It's terrible.
How's your thing, George?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm excited. I'm excited for baseball. I'm excited for Luis Severino is coming back this year, so he pitches Friday, so I will also be watching baseball on Friday.
Yes. Dodgers probably gonna make a run.
You think?
I think so.
Yeah. Well,
Somebody's popping tops.
Yeah.
My guest Brent is in the room with us, and my mic is so good you can hear all the details.
All right, so
Papa Top again.
Cut to the chase here. What we're here for a national championship game here in about an hour.
Damn, yeah. All right.
I know I talked to Jason today. Jason couldn't make it with us. He's working on an assignment for school. He's saying Kansas is gonna win.
Kansas, huh?
I don't know enough about either one of these teams to talk intelligently. That's why we're called the Nosebleeds Reports. But I'm just gonna pick Kansas just because they're a number 1 seed and they're favored by 4. So I'm gonna stick with the people. Although on the other hand, John here, you're
you're
from that side of town, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Chapel Hill. I went to high school in Chapel Hill. I actually graduated high school in the Dean Smith Center. So yeah, I grew up around it. But I thought the same thing. I woke right after the game. I'm thinking Kansas is gonna smack them. And I woke up this morning, and my wife's a big Duke fan, so we watched that game. And if they could beat Duke this year with all the extra motivation they had to go on a title run, they can beat anybody. They've proven that at this point.
They beat them twice.
Yeah, they beat them twice. They beat Baylor. They've beaten all types of good teams in between. They stopped St. Peter's on their run. So I have a hard time not putting my money on Carolina tonight. I think they pull it out. They've got a good team. Caleb Love is the first guy to score 28 points in Final Four since James Worthy. I think I saw that somewhere, but that could be wrong. Maybe for North Carolina. But yeah, I mean they got a good team. I do like Hubert Davis, their coach. They have a basketball camp in Chapel Hill. They've had it since I've lived there. when Roy Williams, I lived there before Roy Williams was the coach, and it is called Hubert Davis Basketball Camp. It has been for 20 some odd years. So they loved Hubert Davis in Chapel Hill, and I think they're gonna bring home another title tonight. Unfortunately.
I disagree. I think Picot is playing, but he got banged up late in that game the other day, and I think the run's over, just like it was for St. Peter's. At some point, that was going to run out, and I think it runs out tonight, and I think Kansas wins. But they don't. The total is not going to be a 152. It's going to be below that. Low scoring
defensive game, huh? I'm calling the over on this, man. I think there's no way they don't go over 152.
I think one thing that March has taught us that it's anybody's ball game.
It is anybody's ball game. Yeah.
Crazy upsets this year.
Anybody's ball game.
It was very interesting to watch. It's much better than when you have 4 number 1 teams, 1 seed teams in the final.
I mean, how often does that happen?
Yeah.
But no, I agree. I like to see David versus Goliath every round, and we got it in every single round. So can't complain there. But we'll see what happens tonight. Now, unfortunately, it's North Carolina that's the underdog, who has 5 national championships. So it's not like they're not used to.
Oh yeah,
winning.
They'll definitely be ready.
I would much rather see a St. Peter's, but what are you gonna do?
Well, y'all enjoy the game.
All right, guys. We'll get back together and talk about the Masters this weekend and opening day. So maybe
baseball, golf. Yeah, got a lot to talk
Saturday,
about. Playoff basketball.
I guess we'll get back together Sunday morning and talk it up. Raise some awareness for some youth sports, man.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, guys. Talk to you later.